when I gave that commencement address at the medical school graduation a few years ago, this was part of the theme that I pushed. I said, listen, you're all graduating medical school, and you're going to go out in the world, and you're going to hopefully do good things. But if you think that all you're supposed to do as a physician is simply engage in these transactions, patient comes in, they have this complaint, you order this test, you administer this medicine, you apply a set of diagnostic criteria that some group of experts voted on in a Hyatt hotel in Cleveland.
Right. That's when they do it.
Yeah, right. This is how we're defining lupus now.
Consensus statement.
Mazel tov. Good. Thank you so much. All right. If that's all you do, those you have to do those things. The mechanics of practicing medicine involve those things. But guess what? Patients don't need that from me. They don't need that from physicians. They can get some of that same information, those same transactions, without physicians. The mere transactions, the mere mechanics that clinicians provide is outsourceable with computers, with other clinicians in healthcare.
Watson could
Why
tell
do we
you.
need a physician? Okay, and what I would say we need a physician for is someone needs to help you understand what in the hell to do with any of this.
Yes.
It's judgment.
Yes.
It's experience.
Assessment.
We just saw that with the pandemic.
Right.
This was really complicated.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was really hard to know what to do with a lot of the data of, should we do this thing? Should we do that thing? Should we, what kind of medicine would be appropriate? We didn't know.
And because it's shifting, it doesn't mean we're idiots. It means it's evolving.
Right. This is why you hire a physician. If you want to build a house, you know, what do they really do? Take a hammer and swing it and hit a nail? I can do that. I'll hit my thumb some of the time, but I can do it. Is that really what they do? No. What the person building the house knows how to do is not simply the mechanics of how to build the house, but what do you ought to try to do? What would be what kind of wood should you use and what kind of wood should you not use?
Right.
And do you do this thing first or that thing first? So if I'm going to hire a contractor to build my house, it makes no sense for me to go to the house and say, hey, buddy, how come you're holding the hammer this way? You should do it in your left hand and swing like this. And it should be, if I think I can do it, then I should do it.
Right.
If I'm going to hire a contractor, it's because I need that person's expertise.
Right.
So you're talking about in infertility work, there's this test that people thought was so special and so forth.
Yeah.
But because you've been doing this for a while, you know whether that test is meaningful or not. You need to have dwelt with the matter, to have a certain amount of experience and judgment that you can't measure with a test.
No.
To say, here's what I think this means.
Right.
Because if we're not offering that, then we've really got nothing to offer. I try and teach the medical students and the residents that are learning with me. Learn the stuff. Learn the things that you're going to be tested on. Learn the different diseases and how to diagnose them. But that's not what we need you for. What we need you for is judgment, experience. How do you get Mrs. Jones to take her pills? If I just passively say to a patient or a family, here are the different things that could be going on with you, I don't know which one it is, good luck. Or if I say to them, you know, here are three medicines you could take. Which one do you want? And I'll prescribe it. Then I'm not doing them much any good.
You've got to guide them.
What's right? What's better is for me to be able to say, my judgment is that drug number one would be the best one for you. And here's why. When I've given it to patients, what I've noticed is this tends to happen, but not that. And there's only so much that you can spend time explaining, but you spend time explaining it.
Right.
That's what you really need the expertise of a physician for. It's not so much a diagnosis or a test or a medicine, although sometimes it's that. When you're hiring a physician, hopefully what you're hiring is judgment and expertise. And that's the stuff you can't get off the internet.